Guys, and welcome back to another Bork No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to the Fafnir guide, so let's jump right into it. So one of the first things that you're going to be doing is making sure that you have at least 3 Vanguard and 2 DPS, or 2 supports, right? 3 Vanguard, 3 DPS, 2 supports. Alright. Now for the 3 Vanguard, ideally they're breakers, and ideally they all have the undersea armor. This is mainly because, single target damage is the best for PvE situations because you want to target specific monsters, so you can be pretty much better off in making shot calls during the fight, right? So once everyone spawned in, ideally the supports are going to be 1 minstrel, and then the last can be either a sorc or a cleric. It doesn't really matter. Ideally it is a sorc because mainly the minstrels and sorcs should be able to heal everyone enough, and ideally everyone has lifesteal. I know these are like a lot of things to think about, but the thing is you don't need a main cleric if your team has enough lifesteal, if they can support themselves enough, right? Because this fight is mostly focused around buffs. Now once you're in wave 1, the main goal will be to hit the plant, right? Kill the plant first, and you'll notice that there's quite a bit of water enemies. So ideally bring some, green weapons if you can, so you can pretty much destroy some of the water enemies. I know this is a little weird considering how Fafnir is a fire boss and you should technically bring more water, but ideally bring some green in with you because it's going to help, just like maybe 1 or 2, and this is mainly for the Vanguard, right? So pretty much clearing in wave 1, standard thing, start buffing, do Emil, do Hateful Hound, do Library. Those buffs will pretty much carry you throughout the fight. They're going to be the biggest things that carry because this is a debuff war on this fight. Fafnir has something special to him, where essentially he has an ability when you're at -4 on his last bar, he will one-shot you. So your entire goal for this entire fight is to pretty much have the supports carry you. That's right, supports are going to carry this fight, and you have to stay above +4. Because without supports, you cannot do this fight. You actually cannot. So pretty much let's roll on to wave 2 after you've buffed and everything. The first thing you're going to be doing is killing the wolves. Kill the wolves as fast as possible and kill the plants as fast as possible. Pretty much wipe wave 2 as fast as you can. And the reason to that is because plants will pretty much cause debuffs to your team, and them causing debuffs to your team will be a huge issue because, like we said before, Fafnir has an ability where he can pretty much one-shot you once you're at -4 on his last bar. Next thing you're gonna do is on wave 3 is you're going to kill the fire lizard and green lizard, and then you're going to SP recover on the spider that is there. And the reason why you do that is because the spider isn't as hectic as the plants, right? So wave 3 and wave 2 are pretty much, wave 2 is pretty much like a fast clear. Wave 3 you can stall just a little bit to recover some SP, and then wave 4 will be your main, your second main way of recovering SP. Ideally you cover a lot of SP, in wave 3. there's going to be a dragon and a plant. Ideally kill the plant first because the plant will debuff you to heck, right? This is because, like I said again, Fafnir. Fafnir will one-shot you, alright? You'll see it at the later end of the video when we get to the last bar of Fafnir. And what happens is you actually can stall on the dragon because the dragon takes forever to hit, and there's only one dragon. The key part here is there's only one dragon. I know I've said it before where you kill the dragon the second priority after the wolf, but in this scenario, since everyone's pretty well off from our team, we could have stalled. Now, I know in my video here, we killed plant first, but that's because we didn't know what we were doing in the beginning. We did more runs later on and found that plant works out best. Of course, this is like my experience, so your results will vary. Ideally, the main thing to take away from this is buff as much as you can and stay above +4. Never go into the blue, right? Get into wave 5, which is probably the most important part, right? Wave 5 is where Fafnir is at, and the thing that you have to know is that he will try to debuff you and get you below -4, and your supports will carry. Of course, the DPS, cast Eris in the beginning round for wave 5, so ideally you can spam some skills, and then pretty much on the second bar, right in the middle, you can either cast it at the red bar or the middle of the yellow bar. It's up to you. Cast Freeze Golem or whichever water nightmare that you have, and just pretty much start wailing on Fafnir. And what you'll see is that you're going to be going into the biggest part of Fafnir is once he gets into wave 3, watch, he's just going to one-shot our supports. And we freak out. We totally lose it. But the thing is thanks to the undersea armor that's farmed, I am personally using S rank undersea armor. You're gonna have to trust me, I am using S rank. And the others, I believe they were using some parts of undersea armor. But essentially what happens is I dealt a freakish amount of damage. And I'm not really a physical hitter, and my stats aren't even that good. So I was surprised. We were actually able to take down Fafnir with 3 DPS on the last bar with no issues. And that's probably mainly because of the undersea armor. But anyways, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you in the next one.